Hey guys, and we are in Lowe's today. So back in August, actually, they had all of their fall stuff out at the main Lowe's I go to. They had this huge section inside the store, and then I went back in the film, and everything was gone. And I was spinning around confused, and so I had to ask an attendant, a worker, and I said, "Excuse me, but where's your fall stuff?" She said, "Oh, we're still getting things in." And I'm like, "Wait, you have a whole empty section here because all of your fall stuff was just out here. Where did it go?" So apparently they put fall out way too soon, so they had to take all of the fall down, wait a month or a month and a half, and now they're putting it all back out again. And then they put Halloween out like a couple weeks beforehand, so I'm like, I know they were busy. So now we have fall in Lowe's, and now I'm actually uploading the Lowe's video. So let's head into the video and see what they have. Now, since we're in Lowe's, I've noticed that they pretty much only have things that are for maybe suited for outdoors, which makes sense. They're a hardware store. So a lot of the things, I feel like they made them for outside. A lot of it has weight, or with just the way it's designed, it can be waterproof, because this was in the lawn area. All of their stuff, they put the fall in the lawn area, like the flower area, the garden, excuse me. So all this stuff I think is waterproof. Even some stuff, when I was picking it up and holding it and moving it around, water was coming out because it had rained either the day before or 2 days before. So this stuff I feel like is waterproof, so it'll weather the storm, I guess. So this is outside decor. There were no tabletop decors really. Tabletop decor, I guess, for in the house. It really wasn't anything for in the house from what I can see. A few things, but not that much. So when you go in there, if you're looking for a garden and you're looking for yard, this is where you can go. You can, like I always say, you can put your stuff wherever you want it, but this seems to be for outside. Nothing wrong with that. Put it where you want it. And this was the one that I picked it up and then all this water fell out of it. So if they have it outside in a garden area, clearly it can go outside. So you don't have to worry about it. I'm assuming tarnishing. And some of the things, I think only maybe one I saw actually had a hole in the bottom so that when it rained, the water would drain out. So you won't even have to worry about that. But if you do put things outside, like I think about that, I do with like my outside trash cans and things, poke little holes in the bottom. So if it's out in the area where it can get rain and rain will collect in it. See, this has a hole in the bottom. Poke just a tiny little hole or two in it so that it drains, so that when you pick it up and turn it over or whatever, it's not collecting water, or it won't become hard water. And you can just leave it out there no matter the weather. When they first had all of this stuff out here, it seems to me that they had more, because when they first put out their fall, it was indoors, and it was like a huge section that was cut out. I guess where during the summer and spring they have all of their lawn stuff, like rakes and I guess patio furniture. Their whole section was covered in nothing but fall. So it seems to me that when they put it back out, that it's a lot smaller. The collection is nowhere near as big as it was to me. I don't remember everything I saw because I went in there to grab something else that day because I was fixing up something. So I didn't really look at it. I walked through, it was nice, but then there was some creep in there who was getting on my nerves, so I just left the area, paid for what I had and left. But they had way more stuff, so I don't know if they just kept doubling up on everything they had to make it look fuller, or if they just ended up shrinking the collection. But this is a lot less than I remember them having. But again, they have some nice pieces, so you don't really need a lot of selections if the stuff you're shopping is nice, if the stuff you're shopping is good quality. So I don't think this is not even a tiny selection. It's just not what you're used to in a home store. But again, this is a hardware store, so it makes sense why it isn't so huge like you're going into Home Goods or anything like that. Now the wreaths on here, the prices on here were, some of them were kind of confused. First of all, how about this windmill? I like the windmill. That's cool, and it actually turns, but it was kind of lightweight. So I don't know if that will fall over if you put it outside, if you're in like a really windy area, or if heavy wind hits one day. I figured they would have put some kind of weights in the bottom, but they didn't. So I don't know how well they will hold up in extreme wind or like a good gust of wind. But anyway, the prices here, some of them weren't matching up right with where they were set. Most of them did. That's why I kind of put my camera on the price and then went up, so I make sure I know which one is which, because I didn't want to get the wrong price. But if I do, that's their fault, not mine. Don't blame me. And the tags on the stuff, almost none of them had actual price tags. So I had to go by what was there. So obviously that doesn't matter. It's underneath them. But some of the things did not have price tags, and not only did they not have price tags, but there was no price listed for them anywhere. So like the wreaths, there were no price tags. I could not find a price tag to save my life. They had they didn't have that many, but on each side of the table when I was looking for a price tag for the wreaths. They didn't have one. The tags didn't have one. So if anything in here doesn't have a price, that's because it was not on the tag and it was not listed beneath them. So this one it wasn't tricky, but some of them I just can't find a price tag, and there's no price for them. So you're just gonna have to guesstimate. But with the wreaths, if you're interested, I think their wreaths, I don't think they're cheap. They're not real. It's not real flowers or anything. So I'm going to go out on a limb and say I think they're between like 50 and up. So that's going to be probably the price range you get, and maybe 40 something, because some of them might be on sale. But nothing's on sale here, just so you know. Nothing's on sale yet. They're probably going to end up putting it on sale, but everything is full price. Or else, you would have seen it on the screen. Full price. That's it. They understandably had, actually no, because the pumpkins are real. Actually, now that I think about it, but they didn't have, actually come to think of it, I didn't see any real pumpkins in here. How do you not have real pumpkins at a hardware store? I'm assuming they have them somewhere. They have to have them somewhere, because even grocery stores and Walmarts and places like that have real pumpkins, so maybe they just didn't get them in yet. But they have pumpkins in here, and when I say pumpkins, I mean pumpkins. Those things were massive. Some of them I barely could pick them up. If I'm like if you see me pick up a pumpkin and I'm just moving it up and down, that means that thing is heavy. They were so big. I was like, how am I supposed to pick this thing up? They are very big. They have a lot of weight. You can put it wherever you want it. It ain't going nowhere. So if you like those really large ones, or you just want a really large one, maybe wherever you want to put it, they have it. Like this one here, this thing was massive. And I think I even put my hands up and go massive when I was messing with it. That's why I couldn't even pick it up. I just left it there. I said, forget it. I couldn't believe how big. I think this one was, I want to say the circumference was almost 4 feet. I don't remember what the tag said, but it was a very large pumpkin. So if you want a huge one, because I know some people probably look for that, the very, very large ones, go in Lowe's, child. You better get in Lowe's, because they got them, and they were big. I like their trucks in here. They only had two. They had the white one, and I think the other one was blue. Oh, blue. More blue. They had the blue truck, and they had the blue pumpkins. They aren't the same shades of blue as in other stores, but they do have blue. If you're looking for blue, you want to match it up. But their trucks were nice. I thought they were cute, and I thought they packed them really well with the little items in the back. And I think theirs look more fall than the other ones. Some of the other ones, they're cutesy in their decor. This one just seems to be more into the fall. It has, I don't know, just more vibrant and more fall to me. It speaks fall better. And they actually weren't that expensive. I thought, since they're in Lowe's and it's a little truck, because sometimes those trucks can go for a lot, that they were going to be expensive, but they weren't. They were a good price. So definitely check those out, because they were very fall-esque. Just something fall about them. I don't know. Maybe because I was surrounded by all that and it's outside, and fall's all about outside, but who knows. But either way, now we move on to like the foliage, the hay, the other kind of wreaths you can put up there. This here actually is a broom. I didn't step back and get the whole thing. I don't know why I didn't, but it's a broom. The end of this, like right here, that's where you can't really sweep with these. I do not suggest you sweep with them. I don't think they're made for sweeping. But the other one, that was a broom, and then they have all decor around it with the the stalks of corn on there and little ribbons of everything. That one was a broom, so you can actually just put that out at wherever. That's like a literal decorative broom. Who would have thought? Because you think broom during fall season is usually for witches, but there you go. There's a broom for fall. I've never seen a broom for fall. I like that. I think if it was on sale, I would have gotten it, but it wasn't on sale, and I don't believe in paying full price if I know I can get a sale. Or actually, no, that's a lie. When something that I really, really, really want and I don't want to wait because I don't want to risk it not being there, I will buy it. But that was a cute little touch. And this hair, I think it was like a round bale of hay. I think it was heavy. I couldn't even. And then they had it wrapped around in like some chicken wire or something. I guess they want to make sure they don't fall over. I don't know how they could, or they don't want just people to just put them back and they slide off to the side. But those were heavy. They had a lot of weight, so you can put that wherever you need to put it. But it was heavy. Either it was heavy or it was because they were packed in with chicken wire. Now I'm wondering. But either way, those were nice too. It was like a small round bale of hay with all that little dooley dads on top. And this is like, I guess like a wreath. like the ones you see in other stores. It's just, I think these, if memory serves me, I think these were made out of dried hay and stuff like that. I don't remember. I think these might have actually been real, but just dried. So that would explain the price tag. I'm trying to remember. I know you'll see when you go in there, if you go in there. But they were nice and they were definitely good quality. So head on in there. And these are the corn stalks. I never saw corn stalks in Lowe's before, so I guess this is a new feature because I honestly never saw it before. But I'm getting a corn stalk. I'm not getting this one. This one, first of all, why does it cost like $15 more? Because they threw that at the bottom. And I'm not mad at it. I'm really not mad at it. It's cute, but for $15 more, real talk, go get the plain one and then head out to $1.25 treat and do that up yourself. You could do that for like $10 less, but it's not really a big deal. But the air stalks, one comes, there are two different prices because one is plain. This is the plain one. I'm getting this one. This is the one I'm getting to put on the side of my outside of my door. I'm just trying to figure out how the heck I'm gonna stand it up because it hit me. I don't know how to stand it because my porch doesn't have anything you can wrap around. But I'm getting that. But the other one is just has more decor to it. It has design, it has decorations, it has pine cones, I think a ribbon and something else. So that's why they're two different, drastically different prices. So if you want one that's already done up, go for the one that's $25. The other one is $10, and that one is just plain. I personally like the plain one better. That's why I'm getting the plain one. But if you like the decorated one, that one is like $25.98, so $26. They're both cute. I loved it, and and that's what it is. They are real corn stalks. They are dried corn stalks. They are real. So there you go. They're real dried corn stalks. That's why it hit me. I think the other ones that I was showing you, I think they're real. I think they're just dry, but those corn stalks are real. So that's cute. I like that. There's some real to get. If it really feel like fall out there, feel like I'm on a farm. That's what I want. Not on a farm, but I want that feel. That extra. I went to Linville Orchard. I went to wherever I went. I want that fall feel. And these are the fall flowers. They had more outside. I forgot to get them. Sorry. They had more outside, but they had the ones that they usually have. The yellow in those outside though. Because I had yellow flowers last year, but the yellow in the ones out front. Woo! Oh my goodness. But these are the flowers that they have for fall season. I don't know if they're getting more in, but this is what they have so far. And the price is really, like, I'm not going to talk about the price a lot, but for real flowers, I think that's a good price because, you know, real flowers are not cheap. So to see something like that, potted plant, I think that's a good price. I think that's a great deal. So yeah, I say go snag it. I snagged mine last year, so I'm now currently shopping to figure out what flowers I want to put on my porch. I put fake ones in the house, but on the porch I put real ones. So that was the flowers, and they have them. It's kind of pretty much just a few like 2 or 3, maybe no, a few. It's just a few different types of flowers, but they come in varying fall colors. And this is the indoor decor. They didn't have much. That's like I said earlier. There were just a few things that were made specifically for the house, and I guess that's why they had the indoor things were indoor, the outdoor things were outdoor. So they had just like a few, I think, one placemat, pot holder, a sign, couple pillows, some clingies, window clings you could put on there, and like some pumpkins right here. So it wasn't much that they made specifically for inside of the house, but they did have a few items. They had only the traditional fall colors. I think pretty much everything was just orange and white, honestly. And there was I didn't see any blue, but the bin is over halfway gone, so maybe they did have it. I don't think so though. So in the store is where you'll find the in-house decor. Outside is where you find outside. And these are amber glass pumpkins. When you first hold them up, they look like they're just the pumpkins, but once you flip it over, you can see they take batteries. Now Lowe's, even though it's a hardware store, didn't have batteries in any one of them for you to see what it looks like, but I feel like that they glow to look like fire because they're amber, and with the fairy lights, because there's a tiny little string of fairy lights in these, and I feel like when you put the lights on, they might even flicker and look like a candle was in there, or make them like just really amber and light up and illuminate around it. So I feel like it will look really nice with the light on. However, they're still nice with the lights off. So either way, batteries, no batteries, it's a tabletop it's tabletop decor, and I think it will look gorgeous either way. That's all, folks. And so next time, whenever the next video, we're gonna head off to Macy's backstage and a tiny bit of Macy's, because I was in there looking for a welcome mat, which I still haven't found. I've been looking for one for 2 weeks, and we're just gonna take a quick trip in there. They have a few tables in Macy's backstage, and they have one table in Macy's. See what they have, see if you like anything, so you can go out and get it. And with that being said, I am your hostess and Empress, Nikki T. Thanks for visiting my empire. Deuces!